Get up on me. This a girl a wine in a time. I move around like she don't have no spine. The next thing, Joe she find, she have the rest of them a wait in a line. Oh gosh, champagne a pop and we so frost. Weed in a spliff, no allow that. Girl, back it up, make me hold that. This girl's on the level right now. I match to the bass and the treble right now. Wine to the real, let my crown. Bedroom pulling up and now back down. Fast, slow. Anywhere you want, baby girl, go. Bounce up and down like a pro. Go, girl, you want it, they know. Yo, real on the scene. Heavy movement. You and your team. Yeah, them can't intervene. Right. You know another style where you got bass. So won't you back it up on me? I love the way you're whining your pop ways. Don't tease till they're making me all right. So smooth when you move to the groove, you're the truth, baby. Back it up on me. Yeah, I love the style where you got bass. So won't you back it up on me?
Back it up on me, telling me that you want me. Baby girl, if you loving tonight.
Right.
Baby, I'm in town. Know that it's going down. You know that I'm only here for one night. You know what he won't do, really won't do. You know why I probably put that thing upon you. Right. Looking at you, looking like you really want to. There's nothing on this earth, baby girl, I won't do. Girl, cause we turning up. Shots on deck, cause we burning up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up, girl. Throw it up. Oh, yeah. Looking at your friends like you don't care. Girl, cause the Grey Goose is in here. Oh, yeah, we in here.
You know I like that style where you got bass. So won't you back it up on me? I love the way you're whining your pop waist. Don't tease till it making me yawny. So smooth when you move to the groove, be the truth, baby. Back it up on me. Yeah, I love the style where you got bass. So won't you back it up on me?
Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. We have to tell it and we getting it on. Baby girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, bath and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah. Cause every day and night and day, I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night and day, I wanna lay your body, girl, in every single way. Forever my lady like Jodeci. You see your body keep controlling me, and I'm trying to get it popping like it's ecstasy. But your body should stay close to me. We gon' get it poppin', and soaking wet, fucking around. Got your girls, man, they all upset. Where you at? Where you been spending time? Got a man, I always hit you up, but you not around. I be on out a man, I hit you up on the phone. I'm head down to pick you up, baby girl, when you all alone. I wanna call you up, but I can't do that shit. Come over here, baby, you the one I'm rolling with. You the one I'm fooling with. I spend the hours, 1,000 flowers and tuna fish. Baby girl, you the only one that I'm dealing with. I swear to God, the MC Hammer, cause you too legit. And didn't know that you my mama mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, doing a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. And didn't know that you my mama mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, doing a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. Baby girl, I got plans for you. Better yet, I made plans for two. Take your time, let me admire you. And baby girl, we get it poppin' like we supposed to do. We can stop from the stairs, girl, I promise an hour. After we're done with charades, we can jump in the shower. I'll tell the world that it's yours, baby girl, that it's ours. Anything that you need in life, baby, I got you. Baby girl, you the one, boo. Cause you to be the one when time to top I turn to. Girl, I really love and I do admire you. You the one that I need. you the one, but it's you to be the one when time gets tough I turn to. Girl, I really love and I
The city of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania comes alive from the 24th to the 26th of June 2022 with the first annual convention of the Zion Grove Baptist Global Fellowship. The convention kicks off with a meet and greet event on Friday, June 24th at 919 Bedford Avenue, Colander, PA 19023. Then on Saturday, June 25th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. is the business meeting and will be held at the First Presbyterian Church, Lansdowne and Greenwoods Avenues, Lansdowne, PA 19050. On the same day, from 6:30 p.m. to 12 midnight, a reunion ball will be held at Crown Creative Space, 2 to 8 East Baltimore Avenue, second floor, Clinton Heights, PA 19018. The dress code for the ball is formal. Then on Sunday, June 26th at 11 a.m., a divine worship service will be held at the First Presbyterian Church, Lansdowne and Greenwood Avenues, Lansdowne, PA 19050. Don't stress, as there is an arranged hotel for your accommodation, the Holiday Inn and Suites Fern Boulevard, Drexel Hill, PA 19026. Yes, it's the first annual convention of the Zion Grove Baptist Global Fellowship. Let's continue to work in the vineyard of the Lord. Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas. In order to keep ourselves and others safe from the coronavirus disease, we must all get vaccinated. Here are a few facts about the coronavirus vaccine. The vaccine does not have anything in it that can make you magnetic. All COVID-19 vaccines are free of metals. The COVID-19 vaccines available in the US do not contain live virus. They do not share any of their parts inside or outside of your body. The vaccine is safe for current and future pregnancies. There is no proof showing unsafe results on taking the vaccine for current or future pregnancies, which means pregnant women can also take the vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine does not change your DNA. In fact, it has absolutely no interaction with your DNA. The vaccine does not cause you to test positive for the virus. It is untrue, as none of the vaccine will cause you to test positive in a viral test. Therefore, the vaccine is safe to use. Get vaccinated today and stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ASA, in the state of Minnesota. They say a home is where the heart is. That's why at Melrose Suites, we provide a conducive and safe environment for your long and short-term stay. With our 6 fully furnished luxurious apartments of 3 bedrooms each, our customers have the option of renting a full apartment or single bedroom. We also have standard rooms and king suites. At Melrose Suites, We have 24 hours electricity, cold and hot water, cable TV, internet service, and fully air-conditioned rooms. Melrose Suites takes the pressure off its customers with our fully equipped kitchens, living and dining rooms, as well as balconies. All you need is your personal belongings and enjoy your stay. We are located on Silver Beach Road in Dwazon, Lower Margibi County. For reservation, call our US number 610-986-1077 and our LIB number on 0777-588-118. You can email us at edithwaters111@gmail.com. Melrose Suites, a home away from home.
Another banger, baby, calm down.
Pinter One of Delaware. Yes, it's Pinter One of Delaware, the name that counts when you talk quality painting works. For more than 2 decades, Pinter One has brought more life and vigor to thousands of residential and commercial complexes with our quality painting services. Give your homes, offices, bars, stores, hospitals, shops, etc. that look they deserve by choosing Pinter One of Delaware. For more information, call us on phone number 302-508-3034. Again, 302-508-3034. Or visit our website at pinter1.com/Delaware. Or better still, email us on ivan@pinter1.com or holly@pinter1.com. Schedule a free estimate and get 10% off by using the promo code COSTA. Pinter One of Delaware. Renew your space, renew your life.
She dey give me small, small, I know.
Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency is the name that counts when you talk quality and affordable insurance services. Located in central New Jersey, Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency provides homeowner insurance, commercial and business insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, and a lot more. We partner with over 20 top-rated companies to ensure we provide affordable pricing and quality services to our clients. Not only that, we also offer free financial planning consultation, and we are licensed in 20 states across the USA. At Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency, our staff are well trained to handle all your insurance needs. Visit our website on www.pmassinsurance.com or call us on phone number 609-571-3037. That's 609-571-3037. Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency, your low-cost insurance partner.
America, come fight me.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Hello?
What's up?
Hey, I'm okay. And you?
I'm doing good. What's up? What's going on?
Nothing much. Just the rain was heavy this morning.
Okay. The rain was heavy this morning, eh?
Yeah, but I have to make sure and be on time because we not serve the people.
That's very good. It is good. Yeah. And we've been away for some days now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the people themselves, they understand that sometimes we need to take some time off to, to rest and to re-energize. People think what we do here is easy. It's not easy. It's a very tough job. There's a lot that goes into preparing to do this. And we get burnt out, so sometimes we have to take some time and relax ourselves, and but we love what we do. We love our people. We love our country. That's why we do what we do. So I want to say good morning to everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, depends where you are. We're very glad to be here this morning. We thank God for the gift of life. And we thank God for everything. Where are we going to begin? Josh, yesterday, did you watch the game? Lone Star and Morocco?
Yes, I went to the game yesterday.
Okay, you watched the game, and how did you feel? I didn't watch the game. I don't watch Lone Star games.
I was very disappointed because
you were very disappointed?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you disappointed yourself.
I was disappointed very, very
That's what
bad.
I'm saying. You disappointed yourself because why would you be disappointed? Did you expect Lone Star to beat Morocco?
Because the preparation is very, very poor.
No, George, answer my question. Did you expect Lone Star, the Lone Star of Liberia, to beat Morocco?
No.
Oh, then why were you disappointed?
Because of the preparation of our national team.
Well, I stopped being disappointed by Lone Star ever since. Morocco was going to beat us. Almost any team we play now will beat us. The best we can do is a draw. But the Lone Star is not a team. You know what a team is? A team is where you build team spirit, coordination, understanding, chemistry. That's what you call a team. You don't just call players from Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan and Indonesia and Malaysia and tell them to come together and play when there's a game. That's not a team. That's not a team. And I'm not going to sit here and profess to be a football expert, but that's not how you build a team. Those guys don't even know one another. They don't know how. They don't know how. One another, how they play, and they don't have any chemistry. They don't have any coordination. Nothing. Individually, they might be good players, but guess what? We're wasting our time. So those of you who sit there and be every time Lone Star is about to play a game, and then you're excited and you're hoping that they're gonna win. You think you win by luck? You have to prepare. Besides that, we don't make. How much do we invest? What is the level of investment in the Lone Star? Very, very, very insignificant. You have to build a football program. You have to start by grooming players, scouting young talents from across the country. That's what you do. And you groom them. You don't just rely on bringing players who are playing in those insignificant football leagues around the world. No, you have to actually groom talents. That's what you must do. And then what is even sad, or what makes it even sadder, is that we're doing just as badly as we were doing on Ellen, on George Weah. Now, why? George Weah is everything he is because of football. Everything. George Weah is president today because of football. Football made him. He rose to prominence, to power because of football. And, he can fix football. At least people expected that the footballing president would fix that one sector. He can fix football. He's got the national budget. They've got millions and millions and millions of dollars. The other day they said they were bragging that their budget
is almost $1 billion. It's $785 million. So you can't put $5 million aside to start a football program. You can begin with $5 million. You're not serious. What's going to be your legacy, Mr. Weir, when you leave power? What's going to be your legacy? You didn't fix football. You didn't fix anything. Or roads, barrel medicine. I mean, come on. We still have very terrible roads in the country. So it's sad. It's extremely sad. And so all I can say to you is, those of you who have hope in Lone Star, you're wasting your time. Withdraw ourselves from international competition. All these games, other countries have done it. Focus on building a team. Do it for 5 years. Develop a 5-year football development plan. Withdraw from international competitions. Prepare. Scout players, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds, train them. You know, that's what you do. But anyway, you're not going to listen to me. What do I know? You're all going to raise your hope again when Lone Star is about to play, and then we get beaten and you all complain. I don't get disappointed. It doesn't bother me. First of all, I'm not a football fanatic. That's the first thing you all need to know about me. I love football, but I'm not crazy about it. You understand? So besides that, I'll completely zoom out a Lone Star. So it doesn't bother me when you lose. When you play, I don't cheer for you. When you lose, it doesn't bother me. Good. Let's move on to something else here. The red light market. There is a problem in red light. You know, since George Weah built his market at Omega Tower, they've been asking the sellers, the marketers in red light, to relocate to the Omega Tower. The marketers have been complaining that business is bad up there. The distance is far. Lots of people don't go there. And so they say they don't want to move there. They don't want to move to red light. That has been a problem. Now, so what has the government done? The government decided that because the marketers don't want to move to red light, they're going to take a drastic measure. And what is that measure? They've decided that everyone who has a store in the red light area, I don't know whether it is everyone, but I'm told they've asked the people who have stores to close their stores. They're insisting that in order to convince or to make the people relocate to red light, everybody will have to close their store. And this is stupid. I'm told people are losing money. Now, the people say that they're not going to red light. The people say they are not going to the red light. So what's happening? They're closing other people's stores in red light. Because they say if they keep the stores open, the people who are supposed to go to the red light, the marketers, are not going to go. And this is hurting business. How can you tell me to close my store because somebody is not going, or the other people are not going to red light because they say, they're not going to the new market site at Omega because according to them, business is not going to do well there for them. So they don't want to go. So you tell everybody, okay, close your store. It is stupid. It makes absolutely no sense. Whoever is behind this policy is a stupid policy. Make the conditions at Omega tenable. Make them conducive. Find ways to sweeten this thing here. Yes, you've built a good market. You said the market building is good. I'm told there were times where the place got badly flooded. George, have you heard about that?
Yep.
The Omega market.
I passed there.
The people don't want to go to the people don't want to go to Omega. They don't want to go there. They have their reasons. Find those reasons, address those issues as best as you can, and then make them go there. But to tell the other people who have their stores that they should close their stores so that the people are forced to move to the red light, to the new Omega market, makes absolutely no sense, and it is hurting their businesses. So it's just very, very, very stupid, and you should stop it. You know, somebody told me this yesterday, and he is a businessman. You know, I don't know whether they are personally affected, but I know they run stores. But this makes no sense at all. Find other ways to get the people there. You know, find other ways to do it, but don't close other people's stores. I know Liberian people are very stubborn. They're very stubborn. They don't like change. They don't want to go to Omega. They will find all the reasons, all the excuses to give you. But you cannot close other people's stores. Folks, I want to say this to you. Yesterday was something interesting happened and good happened. My princess, Martina Konate, many of you know her, very passionate, very dedicated, very patriotic young woman. When Martina throws herself into something, there is no stopping her. She goes all the way. You know, she's genuinely passionate. Martina has been involved with the situation regarding these young women, these women in Oman and other places who were basically trafficked, misled, cajoled, deceived, and trafficked into domestic servitude or slavery. We've talked and talked and talked. We've spoken with many of them. You all know this. We've tried our best. We've spoken with the government folks. I took it up to the level of the president. The president got his people involved. Minister McGill, I've spoken to him a few times about this. In fact, yesterday, I called Minister McGill about this. He's currently in Europe. I'm told they're returning to Liberia today. And I told him the news yesterday, what Martina Konate had managed to accomplish, working with others. One of the victims, listen to the story. And Martina, we will try to get Martina on this morning just to tell us a little bit about this. And then we will arrange to have the victim herself, who has returned home, who has been reunited with her family, on the show. Martina Konate decided that one of these girls whose condition had worsened health-wise, she was in a bad condition. And she has sent a video to Martina Konate about how sick she was, how they were still making her work, and her owners, essentially, because that's how they behave, like they own these women, didn't care that she was sick. And it was terrible. Martina got together with some other people. She led a fundraiser. They raised some money. And they negotiated with the Arab guy that this young lady was working for as his domestic slave. And they negotiated with him. They asked him, how much can we pay you to buy this young woman's freedom from you so that she may be able to return home? Folks, this story is just sad. In the 21st century, you're negotiating to buy somebody's freedom from their owner, per se, you can put it that way. And they negotiated with this guy, this Arab guy. And the guy said, I will set her free if you pay me $1,000, 1,000 United States dollars. Martina and her folks, they raised the money. They sent the money to the Arab guy, and they bought her freedom. And he honored the deal. He accepted the 1,000 US dollars, and he agreed for her to leave his home. This story is sad. It is so heartbreaking that somebody has to pay money to buy your freedom. This is what our sisters are going through. Then Martina and her people got together, and they bought her plane ticket. One of our people in Australia, a very good person, They bought her plane ticket from Australia, because I'm told buying tickets from there to bring somebody from Oman, a one-way ticket, is much, much cheaper. They bought the ticket from Australia, cost them over $500, and she boarded her flight from Oman and returned to Liberia yesterday. Martina Konate herself drove to RIA, the airport, and received this young lady. Hurt, broken, demoralized, victimized, abused, used, and she returned home yesterday. Fellow Liberians, this is what poverty does to people. It takes away your dignity. It makes you stupid. It makes you take stupid risk with your life, and it makes you place yourself in harm's way, and it makes you vulnerable to exploitation and abuse. We want to thank everyone, particularly Martina, who led this effort to bring one of these women back. That we had to pay for her freedom, that they had to raise money to pay for this young woman's freedom for her to come back home. Does that not break your heart? Imagine you're staying with somebody who thinks that they own you. You imagine, and some of you have read about slavery, how it used to be done, how you could go to a slave master and negotiate to buy their slave from them, and they would negotiate the price. This is what these our sisters have been subjected to. Yesterday, Martina called me when they were on their way from the airport on Sister Winifred Johnson's phone. I spoke to Martina, and very briefly, she put the camera on Messenger, and I saw this young lady. Amen. I saw her. I saw on her face the sadness. I saw on her face the joy that she's home. However broken, however abused, but she's just glad that she's home. And I called Minister McGill yesterday. I said, McGill, this is the situation. We've just managed to secure the release of one of these women, and she's back home in the country. They were literally on their way from the airport yesterday when Martina called, just around the barracks, Camp Kesley, and I said to McGill, you all got to do something, McGill. If Martina and them can bring one of these women back, the government can do more. And he said to me, Costa, I'm returning to Liberia tomorrow, which is today. He said, when I return, please arrange for Martina and this lady to come to see me. I want them to see this young woman so she can tell her story to them. Hopefully, it will touch them and they will do something about it. Because it's just too sad that in this day and age, that people would be exploited in that manner, abused in that manner. Our own sisters is very, very sad. And these young women are not being trafficked by foreigners. For the most part, they've been trafficked by their own Liberian brothers. Their own Liberian brothers are the ones working with the people abroad. They've set up their syndicate, their trafficking ring, and they are trafficking our sisters into slavery. And they're making lots and lots and lots of money out of them. There's a story about the other girl who is sick. She had a C-section, I'm told. I don't know whether it was a recent birth or an old C-section mark that opened up, and that she was being raped by one of the people in the household that she's in, and raped, and the C-section scar broke, and it opened up. I mean, look at these kind of horror stories. It's just really, 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 really sad. And so we hope that this young, and I told Martina, I said we will exploit, we will maximize this story, this young woman who has returned. We will use her story, hopefully, to get the government to act. Send a team to Oman and let them go from door to door, all the places where these women are, and have them return home. You can do that. Engage with the government in Oman. Get them involved. Thankfully, we have the phone numbers for most of them. Most of them, we have their phone numbers. We can bring them back home. This is what we must do. This is what we must do now. Now. So at some point, George tried to get in touch with Martina. Where the hell is Buakai?
Forgot down with cool, but I bought a call.
Try to get in touch with Martina later on. Listen, before you do, we're gonna talk about this Western Cluster thing. The Western Cluster, my God, sad. Back when Ellen was in power, the government put up a bid. They said they were, tendering a bid for the Western Cluster. It's in Bombing County. I think 2 or 3 mountains. Three mountains, actually. And the government said they were giving the Western Cluster out for a company to come in and develop and extract the iron ore. And so why they call it cluster? Because it's 3 mountains. So they call it the Western Cluster. So a company called Elenito was founded right in Liberia by an Israeli Palestinian guy. He was in his 30s, I believe his mid-30s, 35 or so, or thereabouts. This guy had been engaged in scrap metal business. You found old iron. I put it that way. Let me put it that way so you understand. The guy will find old iron in Liberia and he will export the old iron, scrap metal. And that was the business that he was engaged in. And when he heard that the government was about to give out the Western Cluster, a combination of 3 mountains, he decided to participate. He formed a company called Elenito right in Liberia. Elenito had no history in no country. I'm giving you background. I like to do that. To tell you, give you background before I go into what I want to say. So this 35-year-old Palestinian Israeli guy founded his company, Elenito, right in Liberia. He did so in cahoots with the people at the government, at the time, the officials. I believe the Minister of Lands, Mines, and Energy at the time was Eugene Shannon, one of the worst crooks Liberia has ever known. Eugene Shannon, terrible crook. So they founded Elenito right in the country. It is true, that is correct. The Western Cluster, part of it is in Bombing, part of it is in Kipmouth, part of it is in Bapulu. So you see, those are 3 counties there in the western part of the country, and those and it's there. So they call it the Western Cluster. Now let me tell you the story, how Elenito came into existence. So they founded Elenito, and this guy basically used some of the money he had made from scrap metal and $1 million or 2 or 3, and he was able to win the bid. He was the most unqualified, had no technical experience whatsoever. The LSCC eventually did an investigation, wrote up a report that says that this guy had absolutely no way that he was qualified to win this bid. But he did win the bid because, of course, he greased the right palms and he won the bid over other companies like Tata Group, other qualified companies, very well qualified in terms of technical expertise and the capacity to mobilize financial resources to develop and exploit the iron ore. But he won it over them because he greased the right palms. Now, that's the story. After he won the bid, listen to this, and you can look this up. You can go and read up on it. After he won the bid for the Western Cluster, this boy didn't have the capacity to do anything. He didn't. He didn't have the capacity to develop the Western Cluster. So what did he do? Huh? What did he do? He decided to flip it. He decided to flip it. He wasn't going to develop it. He decided, I'm going to sell it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell it because I don't have the money. Yes. So he went ahead, he sold it. He sold it to a company called, he sold it for $123.5 million to Sesagua. Sesagua for $123.5 million. You want to know how wicked your people are? This boy bought this thing, and you can look it up. You can look it up. In 2012, December, this boy sold the Western cluster, the piece of paper. He sold it to Sesagua for $123.5 million. You know what he sold? He sold the holding rights. We gave him the holding rights to develop the mountain, right? These three mountains. So he had the paper. He had a piece of paper. That piece of paper that the likes of Eugene Shannon gave him, the right to develop and exploit the iron ore, is what that boy sold. That 35-year-old boy who was doing scrap metal business in our country sold a piece of paper for $123.5 million to Sesagua. Sesagua. Are you listening? They didn't bring one shovel. They didn't bring one excavator. They didn't bring any machine. That boy didn't do anything. All he did, after Eugene Shannon then preferred him and awarded him the contract over other competent companies, he's flipped it for $123.5 million. He sold it. He left the country. Oh, he was no longer doing scrap metal business. This is how wicked and stupid we are. We looked at a 35-year-old Israeli-Palestinian scrap metal dealer, and we sold to him the Western cluster. And he sold it in 2012, December, for $123.5 million. You see, Liberia is not where it is because we don't have resources or because we cannot create opportunities for our own people. We are where we are because we are stupid and we are wicked. Liberians are some of the stupidest and most wicked human beings on anywhere in the world. We prefer to make the foreigners rich than to make our own people rich. Google this stuff, I'm telling you. That boy sold that piece of paper, the holding rights, at least land from you. I'm not able to build anything on the land. I told you I was going to build 5-story building. The lie. You give me the land, you know I ain't got no money to lease to build any building there, but because I'm bribing you, so you give me the land. I take the land, I take the paper, the lease agreement, I sell it to somebody else. I say, they think these stupid people, they give me the land, they're supposed to know I'm not able to develop the land yet. My brother, get the paper here, take it here, the lease for you. Give me $123.5 million. I take it, I go. You hear it? $123.5 million in 2012 December. That what I bought, sold the thing for and left. Now, having done that, the boy enjoying your money somewhere. $123.5 million US is what he sold it for to Sesagua. Now, guess what, folks? After he sold it, he left. Then Sesagua came in with another company called Vendetta PLC. I don't know whether they are related or whatever, but they came in now, right? Now they say they were going to take the iron ore out of the place. But for some reason, iron ore price dropped in the world market and all the kind of things happened, so they left it. Now they're back. A few days ago, last week, listen to this, folks. Listen to this. Those son of my swine them, and they had a ceremony. I have the picture here. Groundbreaking, so-called groundbreaking ceremony. They say they are about to now exploit the iron ore. And guess what those boys said? Those boys are saying this government has agreed for the people to haul the iron ore by truck. My people, you listening? Are you hearing me? They are going to bring hundreds of trucks massive, gigantic dump trucks in which they will load the iron ore. Y'all just get ready. Those of you who live along that highway, the Bamagira Highway, you live in Broadville, you live in Douala, you live in all those areas, just get ready. They're going to bring massive, gigantic dump trucks to haul the iron ore. I can't think of any other country where they do this. They're going to haul the iron ore by truck from Bumming, from Cape Mount, by way of Bumming. They'll come to Broadville, through Broadville, come to Simple Bridge, come to Douala, in a basic Douala market, and take the iron ore to the free port to load and take it out of the country. They say they're not going to build a railroad. No. The old railroad, the old tracks are there. They could rebuild the old tracks, the old rail. They're not going to build a rail. No, they're not bringing no train. They think a mango business. You take the iron ore, you put it in the truck. Let me tell you what's going to happen. And I've spoken with people, and they've told me it's going to mess the road up. They're going to mess the road up. Iron ore is extremely heavy. These trucks that we're talking about, they are big trucks. They're going to load the iron ore on those trucks, and they're going to drive them every day. Woo, woo. The roads will not last. My people, they are going to mess the roads up, and what benefits will we have? They are putting the iron ore in massive trucks, and they are hauling the iron ore. Day and night, those trucks will be running on the highway, hauling iron ore. The government doesn't give a damn. All they care about is that they reopen it. And all the lawmakers in those counties, Bummy, Edwin Snow, Vani Sherman, Morris Atuma, they're all in on this deal. They were all there celebrating. The government officials and the Minister of Finance, all of them were up there in Bummy, man. They were there celebrating that the people are about to mess the road up. Not only will they destroy the roads, you're talking hundreds of dump trucks on high speed, bringing the iron ore from there. You're talking the risk to people. You're talking a whole bunch of things. Road safety, a whole bunch of things. But they don't care. The lawmakers on the counter, from those counters, they're on board. That is how useless we are as a country. That a 35-year-old boy was able to secure holding rights to develop the Western Cluster when they knew he had no money, he had no capacity, expertise, nor financial. But yet they awarded him the rights to develop and exploit the iron ore. He flipped it for $123.5 million. Imagine if a guy like Abraham Kidi had been awarded the Western Cluster, and he decided, I can't develop it, so let me sell it. Imagine if he had sold it to some company for $123.5 million. Imagine what the hell he would have done with $123.5 million. Imagine Brother Samuel Sakama. If you were awarded, our people are so damn wicked. When I look at the way Liberians are wicked and stupid, when I tell you how stupid we are, some of you don't understand. Imagine giving $123.5 million to a guy like Ibrahim Kedir or Samuel Sakama, or don't give it to Costa. No, Costa is opposition. Costa hates the government. Don't give it to Costa, but give it to. Imagine that. But we would never do that. It is the wickedness of our people that has our country the way it is. Who can get that kind of money? So you can have frisky around here, or who get Sakama that kind of money. That is how we think as a people. Ellen Johnson Sally did that. Made that ball rich. By the time they gave that ball, I think that ball flipped it and sold it for $123 million. He got on his plane, on the plane, and left Liberia. He's gone. They did it with Prince Arthur Akwachuku Easy from Nigeria. They gave him 3 oil blocks. Blocks 10, 11, and blocks 10, 11, and 14, I believe. 3 oil blocks. He sold those 3 oil blocks to a company called oh man, what a damn company name, man. Not Exxon. He didn't sell it to Exxon. He sold it to this American oil company. I'm just forgetting the name. He sold the oil blocks for $250 million. $250 million. Ellen Johnson did that. Our people are wicked, oh. Liberians are wicked, oh. Liberians are wicked, oh. We are wicked, oh. That guy, Prince Arthur Akpechukwu Easy, he sold the 3 oil blocks. He flipped. They knew his company is called Atlas Oranto. They knew Arthur Akpechukwu Easy. He sold it to Chevron. That's the company he sold it to, Chevron. They knew Arthur Akpechukwu Easy, even though he's in the oil business in Nigeria, he wasn't going to develop those oil blocks. He wasn't going to develop them. He just wanted to flip them. A Nigerian guy came to our country, spent a few $1 million, acquired 3 oil blocks, flipped them for $250 million. And according to, which magazine was it? Was it Time magazine or one of those magazines, Newsweek? They reported that the Liberian legislature was bribed $100,000 to ratify the deal. Listen. To ratify a $250 million deal, we were bribed $100,000. We are so stupid that we can ratify a $250 million deal for a bribe of $100,000. That is how stupid Liberians are. We are wicked. Arthur Akpechukwu Easy flies a private jet. He's a billionaire. And look, he made a good chunk of that money in our country. Liberians are some of the stupidest and the most wicked human beings on the planet. We hate one another. This country will never ever change until the day you have a good visionary leader, or else forget it. Even the Sanama swines in the opposition today, I don't trust most of them. They are just as wicked as the ones in power today who they make noise about. They come to power right now, they're going to try to ensure that you don't make money. Who the hell are you? I will give it to the foreigner as opposed to giving it to you. Liberians are wicked people. That is how you know how wicked you are. God blessed you with so much. You rather give it to foreigners to get rich than to give it to your own people. Because you say, their man will get all the fine getting. He will be acting like he the best man in their community. So I rather give it to the foreigner. That is how Liberians are wicked. And this may not end anytime soon. I'm telling you, this is how wicked we are. Our own government will come to power. And it's possible this level of wickedness that Liberians are historically and notoriously known for could continue. The economic suppression, the willful, deliberate, wicked economic suppression of our own people. It will never change until you have a bold, radical, visionary, selfless leader in power that says, we will stop this. Until then, forget it. Foreigners will come and take assets and sell it for hundreds of millions of dollars. I could go on and explain these stories. So they say they're going to start taking the iron ore out. They're going to start taking the iron ore out by truck. Can you imagine? The government wants to take the iron ore out of the country by truck. They're going to bring the iron ore from all the way from Bomi, from Kipman, from Bapolu by truck. Over the road, hundreds of dump trucks. These are not your average size dump trucks. These are massive dump trucks with massive buckets. They're going to load the iron ore into these trucks, and they're going to drive them and bring them to the port of Monrovia to export. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. They in a hurry. They don't want to build a rail. They don't want to rehabilitate the rail there that Leminco used to use. They don't want to do that. No. Why the hell are they going to do that? They're going to put the damn iron ore in the trucks and bring them. That's what they're going to do. They don't give a damn. Edwin Snow, with his big ugly lip and big ugly nose, he's all in it. Go on his Facebook page. You see him posting pictures. Yeah, Western Cluster. Our people are so wicked. That same ugly ass, Edwin Snow, was the ringleader in the APM Terminals deal. Years later, after he saw with shame and the kind of harm that APM terminals has caused us as a country and what we are suffering, he got on with crocodile tears. My people, y'all forgive me. I feel bad for the role I play in APM terminal. The same ugly ass Edwin Snow is part of this Western cluster deal now. He's passing around all over the place because they've already given them some money. And they're going to put the iron, oh man, Liberians, oh man, Liberia. Look, sometimes I sit and I look at Liberia and I just look at it. I said, but God, why am I bothered with this country? Why am I bothered with a damn useless country? The people are so wicked. Liberians are wicked. We're so wicked because a few wicked people will make some money. So the rest of us should just sit down. Somebody asked me what I think about traffic. Where you got traffic? You talking about traffic, brother James Kemokai? You're not talking about the harm they're gonna do to the roads. You're not talking about high-speed, massive trucks on those roads. You know how many people they could run into and all kind of stuff. They don't care. Those boys were up there the other day in bombing where the headquarters of El Enito. See the headquarters of Western Cluster. See the Sambo set. When you see the nigga Sambo, they put up, look, I swear, look, man, look, the thing is sad. The thing is just too sad. The wickedness of Liberian people. Let me show you the Sambo they put up to show you how wicked our people are. I will show you the Sambo. This is what they put up. Groundbreaking ceremony. Hey, look at this thing here. You see that Indian boss standing there? And the other guy wearing the way? Now, one of the people there from the county did not get a small money now the ceremony. Look at the Sambo they hold up. Like the plastic thing. You see that the plastic something? You see that thing they're holding up? They said that is Sambo. Groundbreaking ceremony, you see it? Western Cluster Limited. Bombing Iron Ore. You see it? My boy, you see it? There you go. There you go. Yeah. That is all. They are about to, that's it though. That's what we're talking about. That is how wicked our people are. And these are the reasons why I just get sick of Liberia. It breaks my heart. And it's a shame being a Liberian citizen. We're useless people. We can't change. Government after government will do the same thing. Ellen did it. Joey are doing it. Who knows what our own government will do? We are a wicked set of people. Liberian man will never see a fellow Liberian man want him to do well. He will prefer taking it and giving it to a foreigner. Look at the Sambo they're holding. My people, a company that is supposed to be investing millions, that a Sambo there at their ceremony, you see the Sambo they were holding? Oh Lord, why did you make me a Liberian citizen? Why, Lord, did you make me a citizen of this useless country? A country of small-minded crooks, wicked human beings. Why? Many days I ask God that question. Why am I a Liberian? I don't think like the people. I can't stand their wicked ways. I can't stand their small-minded ways. Then why the hell am I one of them? Why? Why did my father have to come back from Brazil to come to Liberia to become because his mother was from there and all that kind of stuff? Why? In 1967, my father went to Liberia. He came back. He was 35 years old. I got a paper right here. My father document. I got it right here. A friend of mine sent it to me the other day. It was an interesting thing. He sent it to me. Why did that man? He could have gone to Portugal, where he power from. He could have stayed in Brazil. I'm pretty sure I would have been okay there. But why did he come back? Yeah, my part document right here. Yeah, document. Declaration of intention. You see the man? Yeah, the man document right there. I'm a part document. Huh? Declaration of intention. I, Pedro Jose Costa, 35 years of age, on oath or affirm that it is my intention to settle permanently in the Republic of Liberia and to become a citizen thereof. And I hereby declare my allegiance and fidelity to the Republic of Liberia, and renounce all allegiances and fidelity to all foreign powers, particularly to the Republic of Brazil, being the foreign power of which I am now a citizen. So help me God. Age, 35 years old, allegiance, Brazil, occupation, accountant. The old man went to London School of Economics, so he could have lived anywhere with that kind of degree. Date and place of birth, June 26, 1932, Sao Paulo, Brazil. He was born in the capital city, not like he was born in the village. Date of latest arrival in Liberia, March 4th, 1965. 1965. Can you imagine? That's when that bugger, he naturalized on October the 13th, 1967. That's when my father became officially a Liberian citizen. Then he assumed the Pele name Batouan. Fellow Liberians, this country is a wicked country. This country is a useless country. It's sad. It's extremely sad. It breaks my heart. We're going to go to the phone lines and take some calls. Tomorrow, we'll arrange to have this young lady on, this victim who has returned home and has been reunited with her family. I want to thank Martina Konate for leading this effort. I want to thank all the people who were involved, who contributed money to help secure her release, her freedom, not release, freedom from slavery, to return her to Liberia. Yeah. She may not, Liberia is bad, it's backward, people are suffering and everything, but having her freedom is better than anything. So we're going to go to the phone lines, George, and we're going to take some calls there. Announce the numbers. Let's take some calls. We will have, tomorrow, we will have the we'll be talking about the AFL compulsory savings payments. Fraud. They're stealing the money. Let me explain this to you. You see those deductions that were made since the beginning of the new AFL compulsory savings. That's how they call it. Each month they made the deductions. I have the whole list. How much they deducted from each soldier, depending on your rank. The lowest is $5 and the highest is $175. So they made those, is it $175 or $75? I believe it's $75. Yeah, from $5 to $75. People like the chief of staff, the brigade commander, and all those people. So they made those deductions, and they put those deductions in an account. They call it compulsory saving, the compulsory savings. That was the money that Ellen authorized Brownie Samukai to use to prepare the army, the troops for deployment to Mali. That money is what caused the trouble. That's why Brownie Samukai never took his seat. I'm not going to waste your time explaining that to you because you already know. So they decided, the government, the other day when George Weah pardoned Brownie, the government said they were going to restitute the money. All the money Brownie took out, they were going to put everything back. And then they were going to divide the money up among the soldiers. Listen to this. Listen to this. They put the money back, all of it. And then they commenced the redistribution of the compulsory savings. Are you listening? So they said, okay, we'll put all the money back into the savings account, the compulsory savings account, and then we will distribute it. It was not pension money. You see, we keep on misunderstanding. It's no pension. No, it was compulsory savings. I published some of the checks on Facebook. Some of you might have seen it. They put all the money back. The government put all the money back. And then they began to pay out to the soldiers. My people, guess what? Those son of my swines began to steal the money. You stay in the military for 10 years and your compulsory saving amount was $10 a month. Multiply $10 a month by what? By 12 months, 10 times 12. That's what? Isn't $120? it should be $120. So $120 for a year. You multiply that 120, that's not even a lot of money. 120 times 10 years. Your rank never changed. You remain at the same rank, so you pay $10 for 12 months times 10 years. You multiply that 120 times 10. That should be what? My math skills are bad. I'm going to go to my calculator. 120 per year times 10 years, that's $1,200 or $1,200. Instead of paying you $1,200, the Sanama Swines decided to pay you $500. Are you listening, folks? Are you listening? They're paying the people the money and they're stealing most of the money. They made deductions from you for 10 years under their program called compulsory savings. The time to pay you the money back, they decide to eat half of your money in some cases, 60% over half of your money, and the soldiers have been complaining. These people are wicked. Look, I keep telling you about Liberian people. Look, it's just sad. Many of the soldiers, the ones that are still active duty soldiers, they can't come out publicly to complain. Tomorrow morning, we will bring some of the former soldiers who are in the United States, who have received their payments from the redistribution program, because they're redistributing the money and they're eating their money. They're eating their money. They're giving them chicken change. You should be getting $500 or $1,000. They give you $200 or $100. And the sad part about it is that the Ministry of Defense, the Army, is not even telling the soldiers. They're not even telling the soldiers why they're not giving them the correct amounts. No explanation. No explanation whatsoever. None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Who's the fella? He say, this is your spokesman. I've been trying to contact you, but no way. You're my spokesman? What makes you my spokesman? Who appointed you? Let's take some calls. George, let's go to the phone lines and take some calls. So you see what's happening? They're eating the soldiers' money. The soldiers can't complain because they're afraid to complain because they're military people. But the former soldiers are getting in touch with us and they're talking. They're speaking out. Tomorrow morning, we'll have one of them on the show. The people are just wicked and corrupt. They cannot help themselves. I saved $1,200 over a 10-year period. And what do you pay me back? You pay me back $200 or $300. You don't even explain to me why you don't pay my full money back, my full amount. Let's go to the lines, George. Let's take some calls.
Okay, the numbers to call this morning on the show 077-0102-102-0886 010-TD-8TD. The WhatsApp number +231 880-51-TD-417. The WhatsApp number +231 880-51-TD-417. The orange number 0770-102-102-0886 010-TD-8TD. These are the numbers to call this morning.
Hold on, George. So let me just do this promotion or announcement for Miss Berenice Maluba. They're going to be having a concert. Bobby Yango B2Y2 Music Live Concert. The concert will be taking place. I will post the flyer, of course. It will take place in Derby, PA, at the following address: 217 Chestnut Street, Derby, PA, zip code 1903. The gate fee will be $20 to access the event center. The red carpet begins at 4 p.m. and the main event is at 5 p.m. It will be happening on the 7th of August, 2022. And they got some pretty big name, folks here They've got Minister Abraham Gibson. They've got Gloria on double. They've got Minister Taichi. The MC will be Ose Kangagba. The Just Prince will be performing as well. Pastor Alan Doe. Apparently, it's a gospel concert. I think that's what it is. So it's going to be happening on April 7th in Derby, PA. I'm going to post the flyer later on. And Berenice Moluba asked me to talk about this. Let's go to the phone lines and take some calls there.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Clifton Hilton, and I'm calling from Aurora.
Welcome to the program.
That man is on a bombing county.
Thank you. I'm driven by the fact that I'm fascinated by the fact that Mr. Costa was able to raise the issue concerning the Western Costa deal just being reconsidered in Benin County. And, you know, we are going to get on top of that issue to know the social benefit of our people, because the faces that are before this deal, they are not people that can be trusted, the likes of Evan Mary Snow. Evan Mary Snow is a very corrupt figure, and we know his time. So I want to say thanks, and we'll stop here for now.
Oh, Lassie, the WhatsApp number +2.
He's a son of bumming. Clifton, I know Clifton Hilton very, very well. Bumming County, you have nothing there. They took all your iron ore out and they're throwing you from Bumming Hill to Bumming Hole. All you have today is the Blue Lake, which many people think is such a beautiful place. What kind of beautiful place? A lake? You know how many lakes there are? Minnesota has 10,000 lakes. Yeah. And so why? You got one lake there? That what you celebrating? Other people got 10,000 lakes and you got one lake. No development, nothing there. And yeah, look at, you know, Liberians is sick. They take out all the iron ore, George, and they leave a big hole. From Bumming Hill to Bumming Hole. And then you take that hole because the hole got water in it. Then you see that lake, then you celebrating it. That development there, that natural beauty there, a hole, a man-made dark hole after they exploited all the iron ore. Then they say, Bumming Hill, yeah, oh, go to the Blue Lake, man. The Blue Lake so fine. Talking, I'm sorry for you people. Let's go take some calls there. Sorry for y'all. Now they're going to take all the iron ore from there and carry it by truck.
Okay.
Liberia?
Good morning.
It would take a special leader to change the country.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Josh. How you doing?
Doing great. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is the leader here for Trafficking. Good morning, leader. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Know, yeah, thank you, leader. To the issue, you know, leader, this government is notified or said they notify giving people for money. They will not want to think about the Liberian people. The only thing they think about how to give out something and get more money. Because when you're doing the kind, going through the kind of dealing and doing, the Liberian people will have to suffer. They only depend on themselves. They only want one thing for day and themselves. Because the only thing they want is going to get it out, take the money and use it on a girlfriend and enjoy themselves. Look at the person that we are saying he's going to do breakdown for children pool. That kind of place, that place they go to breakdown for breaking ground for children pool. Is that they go to break pool, you know? Where you see the children all in the pool, the little children, 7-year-old area may say, you're the old, that person that we are, you know. You're the old, that you're when you bring children into politics.
You know,
okay.
Children, the man, them, they see the electricity, you're the old, that
you know,
Yeah, of course.
Let him go. I want to say something.
Yeah, you go off.
Let me tell you something about us Liberians. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is my left hand. This is my right hand. When you want to steal $100 million from Liberian people, or you want to take their resources and give it away, all you need to do is distract them with something small, something stupid. The Liberian people are carried away by stupid things. You see, I'm talking about Western Cluster, where they're about to bring trucks to haul iron ore and destroy the road and exploit those those counties with nothing to show. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars about to be stolen over many years. Nobody really gives a damn. But you know what they'll be talking about? They will be talking about that stupid drainage that George Weah built calling a swimming pool. Are you looking at the state of the people's minds? They will be talking about a stupid swimming pool while you're stealing hundreds of millions of dollars from them. There is no outrage. They don't care. The stupid things that one will be talking about. Oh, yo, look at swimming pool. Eh? Look at the one here. That's what we'll be talking about. Why the Sasagua people will be hauling iron ore in trucks, hauling iron ore. Boom, 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 boom. Library man will be talking about nonsense. Joey dropped one new song just now. All of us will be talking about that new song while they're hauling the iron ore. You see the library man mindset? You see why we are where we are? That is how we think. We think small. The big things don't really bother us. These people they corrupt and they spoil their country here, they do the one here, they do the you see that? You see that? That stupid drainage job we have built called swimming pool will take more place, will take more precedence, or will take precedence, will have more meaning to us. That drainage, that's not a swimming pool. That nonsense is a drainage. That is why Liberia is where we are. We don't focus on the things that really hurt us. We focus on the things that are stupid. Trust me. Jana, you hear they say, Joey, something stupid is what takes our attention, not the serious things. Let's go back to the lines and take some calls. That is why it's easy to steal from the Liberian man. Because while he's focused on talking about nonsense, the government people are stealing from you. Let's take some calls. It is very sad.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, man. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Jackson Jala Yoko, and I call you from the city of Dallas, Texas.
Welcome.
I called to buttress the statement made by Mr. Costa when it comes to using those very heavy vehicles on our little old road. The roads are not even new. So the asphalt has already started to fill, the one we call the Kotai, has already started to fill. So with those heavy vehicles, we already know that it's going to rot the road, it's going to tear it apart, and we will have nothing left. And not just the rotting of the road, but what about the noise pollution? There's going to be a huge noise pollution because the road was not designed for those kind of heavy equipment. Those are equipment, those are not just ordinary trucks. So it's going to be a devastating impact on not just the road, but the people ability to sleep well. You know, there will be so much disturbance. So I don't know if the government could put in place some other mechanism to say, I don't know how it's going to work, but there's no quick fix to this problem because it's a long-term impact on the environment. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Jackson. And by the way, Jackson Yoko is a young Liberian engineer. He works in structural engineering. He works, and we interviewed him the other day on the show. Very well experienced. He's there in Houston, currently working on the expansion of the Houston airport. Dallas. It's actually DFW, Dallas Fort Worth Airport. So he knows what he's saying. I just wanted to throw that in. And he knows this better than than I could speak to this. So there's going to be a long-term effect. The road, they will mess the road up. There's going to be a lot of noise. These massive trucks. These are not regular trucks. Hundreds of them. But again, what do Liberians care? We'll be talking about the drainage, or maybe talking about how Lone Star lost the game. Because Liberians have grown numb to the problems. We're so used to being abused and exploited that it doesn't bother us anymore. We're numb. You can prick us, you can juke us, we'll not feel it because it's okay now. You know, I mean, what's the worst you can do to the Liberian man now? We've seen you steal, we've seen you sell resources for chicken change, and those people who bought them made hundreds of millions of dollars right before our eyes. We've seen you steal millions of dollars for mop-up exercise. We've seen Elling's son rob Sally, bank rob no cow, and she taking responsibility for it as if that's acceptable. We've seen everything. We've seen it all. Nothing bothers us anymore. Our expectations of the people we support are very low. All we gotta do, we just gotta like you. When we let, I just let it, man. Amen. I just let it, man. That's how we vote. We vote because we like you. Because deep down in us, we know you will not make any difference, but we just like you. So we all pick the people we like and we support them and we make noise for them. We advocate for them. They come to power, they steal too, they enrich themselves, they further destroy the country, but we just like them. Then those who don't like those particular people that we like, then guess what? They're going to be attacking our people because they don't like them. But when their people come to power, the people they like, they're going to defend them. So today, your own rogue come to power, your own rogue is enjoying, your own rogue that you like. Tomorrow, my own rogue come to power, I will fight for my own rogue. That's the way Liberia is. That is the case of Liberia. Oh, they're fighting, you're fighting. So tomorrow, you could well end up with the same nonsense. People stealing, enriching themselves, making sure Liberians never succeed in their own country, selling our resources for cheap. That's it. That's the Liberian story. You will fight to defend your own rogues. Me, I have no rogues to defend. My parents steal from government. My parents wife for government. I will not defend any criminal. Y'all can, one group people, your own people in power, y'all fight for them. The way citizens can fight for Jawia. Tomorrow, the other group will be fighting for their own people. You will never see me in that because I am too sophisticated to be defending criminals and people who let me down. Never. I may help you get elected today, but if you expect that I'm going to defend you when you do wrong to my country tomorrow, God forbid, I would never be engaged in that because I'm too sophisticated to do that nonsense. That's the case of Liberia. You defend your own rogue, I defend my own rogue. I pray for my own rogue to come to power, you pray for your own rogue to stay in power. When my own rogue succeeds and beats you and takes you out of office, he comes there, he steals too, I defend him until I get shame. Some of you never leave them, you stick with them. But what I will do, the other man I wrote too, so let me just defend my own rogue. That's what we do in our country. That is what we've been doing forever. That's why we are where we are. Let's go back and take some calls. You get your rogue, I get my rogue. I defend my rogue, you defend your rogue. That's it. Let's go take calls.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, Barker, good morning. Good morning, Costa.
Good morning.
How you doing, man? Barker?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. They Western question. That had Liberia go. They will use the truck, the road they already ugly. From Bombing to Monrovia, the road already bad and rocking to show big hole. If you're not able to pay street track, and the government is criminally to say that the government got no law for your citizens in this country. Just for God's sake, why would you want to from Bombing to people in Monrovia? From Vata to Douala, can't make it 1 hour. They go for dump truck only. There's a complete disaster for Liberia. You can imagine the lady that came from Lufa County. About Lufa County right now, about 300 students on the radio from Vanjama, from public school, all closed. The train they can't pay wire, nothing. Because of the ticket there, you don't have to pay the rest. You know, that kind of mess we can see ourselves in. Some of us was talking like the Agobo, who will not vote for we are. They are not economy. They are not the blood got a higher budget ever spent, 700 million. And the citizen of poverty, they bring in 4 companies BMC company, BM company, and not BMC, BM. They bring it to the market and they find it, and they still stupid like when they're following it. They go, God will see them and God will pay them. Costa, thank you very much to work on but Laverne will never listen. Every time we'll follow criminal to get up. But thank you. We will love Laverne. We don't want to get low in our head. Thank you very much.
Okay. $1 million. Okay. Okay, the number to call
The country is sad. The country is sad. George, let's take some more calls there. The country is very deeply sad. I want to just hold on there, George. Let me just reach Brother George Lobo lost his mother. For those of you who know George Lobo, he's a young Liberian, lives in Arizona. He's an advocate. He has his own platform called The Drive. Brother Lobo lost his mother sometime last week. I reached out to him a few days ago, and I just want to publicly say that to wish him my sympathy and for his loss. I've been there. I know exactly what it feels like to lose one's mother. It's a very, very, very deeply disturbing thing. So, Brother Lobo, will keep you in our prayers, and we pray that God will console you and your family as you go through this very terrible period. Let's go and take some calls there. Yes. George, let's take some more calls.
Okay. I have Martina on the line. She's calling.
Okay.
Good morning, Martina.
George?
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, you are live.
Yeah. When the doctor taking call, man, please bring me to go to.
Yes, you live already on the line.
But we are talking to you now, Martina. We wanted to talk to you. Martina, morning.
Morning.
Martina.
Good morning, I'm any listener.
Good.
Yeah, Martina from Nancy, Costa Princess calling from Monrovia, Liberia. Yeah, Lida, I want to say thanks to Team Death. You know, this is the biggest platform we must acknowledge them. Our first station on ground, Death and her team was the one who raised over 1,000 plus for us. Yeah,
Best Gallo, you mean? Best Gallo. Very good.
Our first station, we even get changed over that 1,000 plus, and we put out to bring another person again.
So, Martina.
Her clinic right now, our victim.
George, ask her to explain to us how this happened.
Martina?
Yeah.
I should ask you how everything happened.
Okay, it happened like this. A guy contacted me and put me in contact with these girls, and I reached out to Leader, and Leader did that with discuss it, but we thought that government are going to be the one to take responsibility. But seeing the government not putting no effort in bringing our girls back, so we decided to bring the people who sick on board. We get like about 16 critical person in Oman that are really sick and need to come back. In doing so, too, we'll still be putting pressure on the government back, so that's how we reach out to Beth and her team, and they were able to raise money for all. Even on my platform, too, I received like 1,004 from my end, and it's there, the cash app, I don't know how much there. And even Haley and a West Catherine in Australia, they're working with us. Each time raising form, he can be on the line with me. They don't want taking care of the ticket on our side because ticket is very cheap in Australia. So Haley and his West Catherine, they're really doing well, so I must commend them. That's the team that we are working with right now to see how best we can bring our girls back. And Haley is in connection with the agent in Oman, that the Arab guys there. And we're fighting her there. Right now, we get one of our sister who are bosses, the way everything, and they say, well, just get her ticket and she will come back. So we're working on getting her ticket too to bring her back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Martina, we want to arrange an interview with this lady tomorrow. This young lady who just came back, you and her. We'll send you the video link.
George, you have to relate to me.
Martina. Okay, Martina, you and the lady to come on the show tomorrow. Who will send you the link tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow will be on the show. She with me. She's on my place.
Okay, no problem. We'll see
Very,
you.
very
Yes,
good.
tomorrow will be on the show.
Okay,
All
we'll
right,
see
that's
you.
very good. All right, Martina, thank you very much.
All right, okay.
Okay.
Well, folks, there you have it. This is what poverty does. Why we sell the Western cluster to a 35-year-old Israeli Palestinian scrap metal dealer, and he then flips it to Sesagua of India for $123.5 million and walks away. Our sisters are forced or are made vulnerable to the extent where they can be exploited, cajoled, deceived, tricked, and sold into slavery to work as domestic slaves in a foreign country. Why little boys and little girls, particularly little girls in our country, have to prostitute themselves in order to help their families, keep the roof over their head, put food on the table, and pay their tuition. We're making foreigners rich. We're about to haul iron ore in trucks. You think Liberia's problem is because we're poor? It's because we're just poor? You think we're poor because we have no resources? We're poor because we don't have visionary leaders and we have wicked and stupid leaders. That is why we are where we are. For 200 years since our founding, 175 since we became an independent country. Look at us. There's one motor road from Monrovia by way of City Hall all the way to ELWA Junction. One motor road, we've had it. One motor road from the Gabriel Tucker Bridge, or the new bridge as we call it, right down there, Johnson Street, going by way of Vietown, going to Jamaica Road, all the way to Douala. One motor road. So just look at Liberia. One motor road in one direction, one motor road in the other direction. We are a country of extremely stupid people. That is why we are where we are. Corruption is not why we are where we are. All over the world, there is corruption. America is one of the most corrupt societies in the world. This exists in a different form, but it is corrupt. But yet they are developed. We are not where we are because of corruption. We are where we are because we've never had, since Willie Talbot, that brief stint of 10 years, progressive forward march, they cut it short by overthrowing him. We are where we are because we have had a deficiency of leadership. Look, we're backward. If you don't know we're backward, we are backward. A 35-year-old picking can come to Liberia and we take Western cluster. People like Eugene Shannon, a useless rusted puppy there, like Eugene Shannon, can take 35-year-old foreigner who was selling scrap metal or iron, and they can give him Western cluster. They say, picking, yeah, take it because he gave them small. They see all iron money, he gave it to them. Today, that ball is a multi-millionaire. Made $123.5 million. Talking. We took a Nigerian man. After Akwechuku Easy, we gave him 3 oil blocks. He flipped them to Chevron for $250 million. $250 million. Our people there living in swamp. When it rains, their homes are flooded. West Point, sea erosion. They're sleeping in the night. The sea come in the hall. Look, we are wicked people. 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 When I tell y'all can say Costa rule, you never respect the people. The country will never ever change unless the leader, and I say leaders, and I say 10 leaders, only one human being can change Liberia. One man or one woman who is in the highest seat in the land. Nobody will lie to you, say, when you go to the legislature, you can change Liberia. You are stupid if you think that. Only one man or one woman can change the country. Somebody who will say the first thing they must do is they must take their own interests, their own desires for wealth, for power, for this, for that. They must take those desires and put them aside and say, go sit down here, and I want money, and I want this. I just want selflessly serve the country. If you don't have that mindset, they must be able to look at other people and say, and I let it be here. This Samuel Sakama man, and I let it be. Back in the day when I was growing up in the community, he used to do that. But you know what? He's qualified, he's competent, and he's a Liberian. I will get in that job. And I let it be. He used to chase my girlfriend, or I wanted someone again, he took her from me. But the job that I want him to do, he able to do it, or he the only one can find to do it, he will take it. Take your interest, take your desires, take your foundation there, put everything one side. And just say, I just here now to just set the country. If you don't have such a leader, your country will never go anywhere. You shall continue to seek greener pasture in Europe and in America. You shall continue to play DV. You will continue to cry if you don't have that kind of leader, a visionary, bold leader who says, you know what? Me, the president, and I got to be a millionaire, but Liberian citizens will make money. If you come to the country, you want to do business. If you don't do business, will Liberia make it? If you don't do that, the country will go nowhere. Amen. I know, look, the thing that help me, I look at the country, I know what the country needs and how it can be developed, but ego is sad. The reason we are where we are is because of our own selfish interest. Our own selfish interest to dominate, to suppress, to marginalize our own people, because that way we feel insecure that when the man get money, the man that threat to me, or we keep our people poor and uneducated. You got a budget of 785 million, you spend 89% of the budget on the government. The people there ain't got nothing. Target. They think it help me, oh, they think it help me too bad, they think it help me too bad. Oh, they may not let the government people, they may not let the government people. So that my job to not let government people. Every government I like them. They think people, they think people, they think too people. You not get lead, you not get water, you not get, nothing works in the country. No internet, no water, no lead. 5 million people you let there. All the country then the 200 million, the 50 million. Suppose we were 20 million or 30 million, we'll be eating one another in the street. You'll see your friend, you grind, you eat. We are just 5 million people. Look at us. We are miserably poor, backward, uneducated people. Amen. Can't learn sense. Foreigner, they own everything in the country. We just living there, just a slave in our own country. Our people there, the poverty, every Liberian wants to go live abroad. God bless you with all those resources, yet you cannot succeed at home. The wealthiest Liberians, the richest Liberians are living in foreign land. We are like the children of Israel. The children of Israel were in the wilderness for 400 years. Liberia been there for 200 years. 200 more years, so we want equal with them. I will talk it in a Liberian way. 200 more years. Talking. They think it hurt me too bad. They think it hurt me too bad. I take it too personally. That's why it can help me make all my hair not get gray. They think it help me. I take it personal. Some of y'all can get talking. Oh yeah. Oh the Jesus. Oh the program being trying to tell. Oh, I mean that's y'all be here. Let them do what they want to do. No, for me, I take it personally. I take it. It weighs too heavily on me, and I say, God, why me? My part, I'm part of the system. Nobody from me wearing government. And I'm responsible for what happened to the country. Why do I take it so personally? Why does it weigh so heavily on me? Why does it bother me so much? Government can government go. So Sanama Swan, dirty rogues, them wicked people. You know, the Bible is so bright. The Bible says, when the wicked rule, the people perish. My sister Edeza, you are right. We all should take it personally. But unfortunately, most of us don't take it personally. It's all right. My own a dirty roll count when I pay man, I support him because I pay man. When I cry man, I defend him because he cry man. When I give man, I defend him because he give man. That is the way the country has been. Talk it. They think it had me. They think it had me. When I look at the people, pull. Look at those twins, the conjoined twins, the Siamese twins that were born up in Lofa. Yeah, the people I'm sure they had never seen that before. Before they could bring them to president, say, the president, I direct the minister of health. The highest ought to be. When you have the right healthcare system in place, no damn president got to direct any minister of health to bring the conjoined twins to Monrovia. You ain't got to do that because the healthcare system will work to ensure that they live. Those babies died because I don't know what made them go born in Liberia. If they had been born in some other decent civilized country, perhaps they would be alive today. Liberians are suffering. They are poor. Liberians will not elect the right leader deliberately and intentionally. They will vote for the right person after a while before they know. Don't talk it. But they may have correct me. You will never know because you can never trust them. Truly. We just vote because we're such a resilient people. That's one thing you got to give it to us. We're resilient in the face of abject, debilitating, dehumanizing poverty. We still vote for these Salama swines. They tell us all these sweet things until they come to power. It is injustice that the government spends 89% of the budget on running the government, and they only spend 11% on investing in the people. Injustice. That in itself singularly is a classic epitome or manifestation of the wickedness of the small ruling elites to the general mass or masses of the people. The way they spend your money in your budget. We will vote for the right leader by accident. When they vote for them, you are at their mercy. You vote for the man, you are the man's mercy. The man can decide to treat you bad. You ain't got no right. You ain't got no power. You can't do nothing. All you will do, waiting for election will come. That all I look at you, I feel sorry for you. You only wait for election cycle. Hey, election coming, you'll see. We'll move you. You got to wait for 6 years. Do you know what 6 years of bad governance can cost you? It will make you older than older. Your quality of life, your health will be bad, your children's education. Amen. You go to school in Liberia, you can't compete with people in Ghana or even in Sierra Leone because the quality of your education is so poor. Many of you Liberians come to America and other parts of the world. The reason you can't even work in certain places in America is because the quality of education you attain in Liberia, you can't compete. You can't fit. It's sad. I feel sorry for you. I pity you. Most of you will never own a house. Most of you will never own a car. Most of you will never live to be 70 years of age because you have one of the lowest life expectancies in the world. Thanks to the poor healthcare system in the country, poor quality of life. Most of you will never see the inside of an airplane. Most of you will never be able to buy your children toys that they want. Most of you will never know what a vacation is. Okay. You're poor. You know, sometimes you need to be told just how poor you are. The richest of our people are in Europe, America, Asia, and other parts of the world. The poorest Liberians are in Liberia. To do good, to do well, you must travel abroad. Okay. Your chances of succeeding at home and building a decent house for yourself and owning a car, you must go abroad. To those of you living in America, how many of you owned a car in Liberia before you came to America? Most of you, nothing. Zilch, nada. Think about it. Just put it in perspective. Understand how just poor and miserable you are. Most of you in Europe and America today, you never own a house in Liberia. You have to come to Europe or come to America and work hard before you build that house back home. If you were bad lucky, some relative of yours duped you out of your house money. They lied to you, they ate the money, or they didn't build the right house, or they did it. Most of you. Amen. We call ourselves sweet land of liberty, where many babies die before they reach the age 5 from easily preventable and treatable diseases such as malaria. Many mothers die in childbirth because of terribly poor healthcare conditions. What sweet land of liberty, where a poor Sanama swine can become president and overnight he owns palaces all over the place, right before your eyes. And he would have you believe that he had the money before, even though we all knew he was broke. And yet, it's supposed to be a sweet land of liberty. Amen. Most of you will die poor. It breaks my heart. I love the country too damn much. It breaks my heart. It's sad. If it were not for Liberians in Europe, America, and Asia who work hard and send money back home every single day to pay for hospital bill, to pay for this, to pay for that, to buy food, to send their kids to school or help their families' children, people will be walking on the street and just falling down and dying. People will be literally just falling down and dying. If it were not for Liberians who are living in America and Europe and Asia, working hard and sending money back home, you'll be walking on the street, you'll be seeing people falling down and dying because of the hardship in the country. Some of y'all don't like to hear me say these things, but I'll tell you anyway. You are not poor because your country has no resources. You are not a poor country. You're just a poorly managed country. There's a group of wicked Solomon swines. They're just waiting now to take power. Many of them are my friends. Many of the people in the opposition are just as bad as most of the people in the opposition are just as bad and wicked and self-serving as the Solomon swines in power today. Many of them, most of them, their role models are the people in power today. That they are role models. It is the truth that you don't like to hear. Sometimes you try to shake it off and say, we will be better than them. What guarantees do you have that we will be better than the people in power today? Have you asked yourselves that? What guarantee do you have that we will be better? None. Hope that all every man live on. We are the most resilient human beings. We wake up in the morning, no food to eat, yet we can put a smile on our face. We'll go to Monrovia and hustle. We only got carpet to go to Monrovia. We ain't sure we will see somebody to compare those. My man, where you got? Give me small thing. We're not even sure, but we go to town, hoping that we will see somebody who will give us something to come buy food to put on the table for our children. That's how we live in Liberia. From hand to mouth. Generosity. My man shares something. We are very generous. That's one thing about us. We are so poor, we break bread. We got to break bread with one another. Any money you get in your pocket, enough for you one. I know what I go through. Every day I got a long list of people to send money to. That's how we are. But how long can we live like that? How long? Amen. How long? You think it had me too bad? And all these things can only be changed when you have power. How do you think some of us are running for political office? Advocacy can't change anything. It is the policies and the actions and decisions that the people in power make that determine the quality of the people's lives. Whether you like it or not, it is the truth. Folks, thank you. God bless you. We'll be back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.